Thank you for picking up the Sticks. This is episode 49, Sticks Gaming Podcast. I am Mike Carnett. To my right, Mike Steak Carnia.
What's going on?
To my left, Art Metroidvania Rosian.
Sure.
Everything is described as a Metroidvania. You might as well be too.
Can I be roguelike instead?
You can be Souls-like. That's also everyone else. It's a Souls, roguelike, Metroidvania. That describes every game right now.
Salt and Sanctuary? I was going to call it Salt and Sanctuary.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Sure.
We should have a fun one here today. But let's start off like you always start off with Steak. What you playing?
A lot.
Makes one of us.
That makes one of us.
So as I predicted in the last one, before we even posted the last one, I finished Dragon Quest VII.
Oh, good.
On the 3DS. Final time, 67 hours and 30 minutes. It was very good. Very, very good. The ending was worth it and everything, so worth your time. So I started Dragon Quest VIII on the 3DS. About 6 hours into that now. Initial impressions is it's gonna be, I could tell already it's gonna be a really good story. It looks very good on the 3DS for being a PS2 game. It has full voice acting, which is awesome from the PS. I don't know if the PS2 one had actually full voice or not, or if they added that in like the international. I can't remember, but it has full voice, which is awesome. The one thing I was disappointed with originally, but now I don't care. But it doesn't support 3D.
Oh, on DS?
Yeah.
This seems to be like more and more of a commonplace thing.
Yeah, it's starting to go more that direction. But like Dragon Quest VII in 3D was awesome. Mm-hmm. Like it really added depth like to the characters and stuff like that. So like the fact that I was like, hey, wait a minute, it's all flat. But it's again, I'm getting over it I got over it very fast because the game, it's like, okay, we replaced 3D with voice, full on voiceovers. I was like, okay, I can deal with this. Yeah. And then I picked up on sale the Jeopardy Wheel of Fortune collection. So Melissa and I have been playing that, so having a lot of fun with that. It's very cool. It's very simple, but it's fun. I mean, it is what it is. So I picked up Bayonetta for the Switch, Bayonetta 2, and then you also get a code for the first one.
I'm stealing your code with my mind.
It's already been redeemed. Mine worked. My code worked.
My mind's been rejected.
Yeah.
Cool. They have a reverse cover for just like the original Bayonetta.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Neat. So I started playing the first Bayonetta. It's been a very, very long time since I played the first Bayonetta. So I was like, I'm going to play through the first one again just to get the story again. Because I started playing the second one. It looks good. It runs smooth. I'm like, I'm going to go back to the second one, or to the first one. And it's been very smooth, very, very smooth. It looks great. I've been playing in handheld mode the whole time, and it's really nice. But quick story. So when I went to go pick this up from GameStop, check your receipts, people. So as the person's ringing me up for this, she just went ahead and added the protection without asking me if I wanted the protection. She's like, okay, so here's your, so your total today is this. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, what's this protection for $3? Yeah. And she's like, that's, so if anything happens, if it breaks or anything. I'm like, I don't want this. I'm like, you did not ask me for this.
That's some skeezy shit.
Yeah. Oh, her face. She was super nice and everything, and her face dropped when I started. I was like, "You can't do this to people." I'm like, "Great." I'm like, "Now I need to go back and check my other receipts, make sure you haven't been screwing me out of $3 every single time I've come to buy a game." I know they haven't, but still, I want to make her feel bad, and because I want to save everyone else. I did call in. I called into the corporate number because I'm like, you can't. I'm sorry, but I've never done that before. You can't do that.
I was saying, I would have been like, when she said it was on there, and I'm like, give me your manager.
Oh yeah, no, she was the only one there, unfortunately. So I was like,
I'm the manager. B, what's up?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Guess what? I am your manager.
So that's. I was like, well, I never do that, but I'm like, but you almost. I mean, who knows how many other people you've gotten with this. I'm sure it's just a numbers boost thing.
100%.
Yeah. So, but it's like, no, you asked. They've always asked me at that point. Yeah. I understand the asking. I'm always like, no, I'm good. I mean, cartridges. I mean, unless you. I mean, I don't have a dog that chews up everything. And then discs, the Blu-rays, they're like nearly impossible to break.
You don't gotta worry about dogs. They got that coating on them.
Well, right. That's right. Yeah.
I tricked Karen into that one. I got one. I'm like, here, lick this. She's like, what? I'm like, just stick out your tongue. I put it on her tongue. She's like. She's like, why? I'm like, so little kids don't put the shit in their mouth.
I said, Melissa did that when the Switch first came out.
I did it on my own. And then,
So I'm the only person in this house that hasn't licked it.
No, I haven't. Oh,
you haven't?
No, I did not do it. Melissa did it. When I saw her face, I was like, I'm not doing this.
Then we did some kind of contest where the loser between you two looks
There we go. So check your receipts from GameStop, people, before you get wrung out. Thankfully, I caught it before I got wrung out, so I didn't have to go through like a refund and all that crap. And then I finally started Yakuza Kiwami with, thank God, 6 got delayed to April. I'm actually okay with that, so I have time to play this.
3 days before God of War.
Yeah,
Whatever.
that's kind of brutal.
Good planning.
But
Interesting strategy, Cat. And let's see how this plays out.
Let's see how this niche game gets sold against like a AAA monster of a series.
Yeah, exactly. At least it's not the same exact day.
3 days to finish a 100-hour game.
I'm sure people can knock out all of Yakuza in 3 days.
Yeah.
I've never played one, but I'm assuming.
Most open worldish type games like that you can knock out in 3 days.
Oh, yeah. So about 13 hours into that now. I'm on chapter 7. I believe there's 12 chapters total. I've been kind of doing my best to only do the side quests that I need to do and like ignore a lot of the other minigame stuff, which was my problem with Zero, where I just was doing all the other stuff without doing any of the story. So I'm moving along pretty good in that. Then the last game I want to talk about is Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition. So this is the one that came out on mobile, Android and iOS. It's awesome.
Is it just like a scaled down version of the full game?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, so the controls are pretty basic. I mean, you're using your finger to, holding the screen to move your character around. You tap the enemies you want to tap. You could tap hold, and then you'll do your warp strike to get closer to them and stuff. There's magic throughout the field, and if you take it in, then you can use magic in battles, which is pretty awesome. And there's like a skill tree area where you can upgrade different things. You can use the secondary attacks from your partners. It'll show up on the screen. You hit the button, and then they'll do it. There's summons. So just like in the regular game, how you get the summons, you actually get them the same way in this game. Okay. And then at certain times, the summon button comes up. You'll press and hold, and boom, and then the summon happens, which is really cool. The story it's there. It's the whole thing's there pretty much. Like, I mean, obviously they've cut out some like filler stuff, but like you get the gist of the story from beginning to end. Yeah. Like, so if you've always been curious about Final Fantasy 15, but don't want to sit there for 40 plus hours. I mean, it was 10 chapters. It took me probably about an average of an hour and a half per chapter. Okay. So it took me so I finished it already. So it took me about 15 hours total to finish it. But I just could not stop. Like, I had to keep going. And like, it was so cool. I have 117 screenshots I took while playing on my phone because it was just like, there was times where I was like, oh, I remember how this looked in the real game. Yeah. And I took a screenshot and I'm like, this is so crazy. Like how they scaled it down to make it look like this. And it looks so cool. And it's so interesting. And it's only, so you get the first chapter for free. Okay. That's my next question. Yeah. So first chapter's free to kind of draw you in.
Classic drug dealer strategy.
Oh yeah. So first chapter's free, so you can get a feel for it, and like the whole rest of the game is pretty much that. I mean, there were a few parts that were pretty tough still, battle wise, but the majority of the game is not too difficult either. But then it was $20 for the rest of it. So
for 15 hours,
$20, that's not bad at all. No. I mean, it's actually pretty good. So I didn't mind, and it's a full on. It's not. It doesn't feel like a mobile game. It feels like a full-on game. Like, they easily could put this on Switch. They easily could have put this on the Vita. Like, because of the way it is, especially with the touchscreens, too. Yeah. They totally could have done that with the Vita. But it's just, it feels like a full game for $20. It's not bad at all. So if you've ever been interested in Final Fantasy 15, but you don't want to go through the actual console version, this version, it's easy to get. I mean, like I said, it's an hour and a half per chapter, so you can take your time through it, but like you get a good amount of the story and everything, and it's intense. Like, the story still feels as intense as it did on the console. Like, even though it looks cuter, the story's not cuter. It's the same story. So
very cool.
Yeah.
Art.
What?
What you playing?
Not much. No, literally not much, because I'm, as you guys have heard over text messages, I am balls deep in school right now. Yes. So my whole week is homework. So when I do have a few minutes of time, I'll jump in and play a round of Enter the Gungeon, which it's interesting playing that game because I can see myself getting better and getting a little bit further. Not each time, but sometimes. Sometimes you just get like shit items and you die in the first world and you live with it. Outside of that, I played some Madden.
Me too.
Figured I'd pop. I think I saw you play it, and I was like, I should play some. and it was like I popped it in and jumped back into my franchise mode I had going with my quarterback I created, who was like a late round draft pick that I had up to like a 95 by the end of his rookie year. I'm in the second year now, and he's a scrambling quarterback. I'm leading the NFL in rushing, and I'm like third. God. Listen, sometimes things break down and you just gotta go.
Right.
Well, the other thing is, like, I don't know if they changed something in the game, but like when I tap square, he's not sliding. So now I'm just taking linebackers head on because otherwise,
Please don't get hurt. Please don't get hurt.
Before I tap square and he's diving head first and fumbling the ball if he touches someone. So I'm like, fuck it, I might as well just go head on with him and hope it just goes to a regular tackle animation. I don't think when you're playing with like a created character like that, I don't think you can get injured.
Oh, like what would you do? Like
simulate the games?
I guess you have to, right?
So you eventually come back in.
Interesting.
And then this weekend they were doing a free play weekend of Rainbow Six Siege, so I downloaded the PC version and just went through like the situations at the beginning of the game. I cannot do PC first person shooters.
Still no?
I can't. I can't. Even on like the easiest one, I'm like, I am all over the fucking place. Okay, how do I lean? I gotta that one. Okay, now how do I unlean? No, now I'm leaning the other way. I can't do it. I wish I could, but I can't. And that's all I've played.
That's it. All right, so I played a little more Madden. I played a little more Skyrim. I played a whole lot of BioShock Infinite and finished it.
Ooh.
I dug 75% of it.
Okay.
The 25%. Let me talk about the 75% I like first. it's I talked about like the gunplay, and I thought that still stayed true throughout the whole game. The story was good for most of it. The third act is where that 25% comes in. The third act was just like slowed down a little bit. I thought kind of got away from the stuff I liked about the narrative and the aesthetic of Columbia, because Elizabeth, one of her abilities is she opens these tears and go into different dimensions.
Right.
So that's how a lot of stuff, how Columbia can be Rapture as well, which you get a little bit later on, and like in the DLC and stuff like that, you go back to Rapture. So it all kind of makes sense there. But in the third act, like it just kind of, I felt like I just wasn't getting anything new. And the stuff that they were changing, I like the old stuff better. Like when I go through one of the tears and going through to the different world where the Vox Populi, who are like the renegades in the main world, are like running the stuff now. In this one, it wasn't as like, I felt like I didn't feel any like connection to anybody else in the world except for me and Elizabeth trying to get the hell out of there. Okay. And I was but I really liked the environment for the first half of the game. Sure. I thought that was very interesting, and how they kind of put, patriotism and science and science and everything else kind of turned it on its head. I thought that was very interesting, and then they kind of got away from that once the Renegades took over. But overall, I still really, really like the game. I liked it so much, I played it to the end, and then started playing the DLC and played that all the way to the end as well. Oh, nice. So
how was the DLC? Because I've not touched the DLC at all. I have it on PC. I bought it on PC, but I never got around to playing it.
Okay, so Infinite is easy. Okay. Flat out is an easy game. Every time you're in trouble and Elizabeth's almost always by your side, and she's constantly throwing you guns or throwing you health or whatever it is. Right. So every single time like you get in danger, she has something for you to help you kind of get over the difficulty hump. Right. So the game is actually really easy. Burial at Sea happens all in Rapture, and it makes sense when you play through the whole game how you end up getting there. It's also like 40, 50 years later, right before the fall of Rapture happens. Like basically right before the original BioShock happens is when Burial at Sea occurs. That game is hard as shit. Because you have very little supplies. Yeah. Elizabeth does throw you some things, but not nearly as much as she did in the original game. Okay. There's a lot more enemies, and they're significantly more vicious in this one because they're the splicers.
Well, right.
So like you go into the normal Rapture, everything is fine. Like it's before the fall. You get captured and sent down to Fontaine's department store, he was one of the two main guys in BioShock. Mm-hmm. So you go down to there, and they've sunk it to the bottom of the ocean, and they turn it into a prison. So that's where all like the crazy people are, and you have guess why you have no supplies because everything's been plundered and things like that. You do get your plasmids. You find those over time, but man, that is hard as hell. Yeah. And that's the first one. The second one you play as Elizabeth, and it's more stealthy.
Oh, okay.
So it's all those lack of supplies, plus you don't have as much fighting ability, as you did when you were a Booker.
Huh.
And but you do have like a crossbow that like tranquilizes people. You do have some different things you can do because you can still you can like the crossbow can also send like an alarm out to the side. So like you lock, you know how Elizabeth like would pick locks in the game.
Yeah.
You actually do the lock picking mechanic in the second
cool.
version of it. And there's 3 different. There's like white, which is like just unlocks it. There's red, which sets off an alarm, which is bad, obviously. And then there's blue, and if you hit the blue one, it gives you a sound maker. That the sound maker from the machine falls out of it, and now I can shoot that over there, and I can go the opposite direction. So it's like a diversionary tactic. So, but they're always like, of course, the blue ones are always surrounded by the red ones.
Right.
So it becomes difficult to get those. But it wrapped up very satisfyingly. Like it basically pulls you right to the beginning of BioShock.
Okay.
So you kind of get an idea how Rapture came to be, how all the splicers got to Rapture, because again they were in that prison,
right?
So how they got how that happened, how how Fontaine and Andrew Ryan became like the main people in that world, like how they became feuding industrialists more or less. So and they kind of give you a little better idea of how like the big daddies fit in and the little sisters fit in. Like they really kind of put it all together in a very satisfying way.
Nice.
But I'm counting, I don't know if I said that right, but I'm counting it as one of my games. There's like 6 extra hours of gameplay, so I'm up to 4.
There you go.
So what are you knocking off the list?
Next?
Well, no.
I don't know yet.
Did you have a list of 10?
Yeah, I don't know yet. Whatever the last one I get to, I guess.
Right.
So I don't know yet. But I'm counting. I mean, there was like 6 extra hours of gameplay, so I'm adding that as an extra one.
Fair enough.
But that's, I mean, I really liked it. I understand like some of the divisiveness for it, like in terms of like I really like it, I really don't like it, especially when you get to the story aspects of it. But I enjoyed enough to put 20 hours into it.
Yeah.
In a week I didn't have 20 hours.
Right.
So,
Good. That's awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
yeah, but I think that's all I've played. So, Steak, what's coming out next couple weeks?
All right. We have Pac-Man Championship Edition 2 Plus for the Nintendo Switch, February 22nd.
Does it come with the first one?
I think so. Ooh. I think it does.
That might be.
I think I saw it though.
That's trouble,
I'm
my
not
friend.
sure though. Stellaire.
No, Mike.
I've been good. I was in a GameStop for a while a couple days ago, and I keep watch out
For
there.
what purpose?
A shirt. I had a $5 gift certificate that was expiring at the end of the month. I bought a shirt.
What shirt?
Mario shirt.
Where's the receipt?
You want to see it?
I don't believe you.
There's a game on that one, but it's not for me. It's for Amelia.
What game is it?
I don't want to. It's not her birthday. I don't know.
All I know is a gift. Yes, it was for her.
It is.
She knows she's getting a game.
That's fine.
I ruined it.
That's damn near assumed at this point.
Yeah. Stellaris.
Hey,
Apocalypse.
you got Shadow of the Colossus.
Catch her out to play.
Stellaris.
Can I play it out like that? No, wait.
For the PC, February 22nd. Past Cure for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC, February 23rd. Yumi Nikki Dream Diary
You
for the
me
PC.
Nikki right now.
February
Three-way or a
23rd.
fight?
I said, wait a minute, it's my turn to give you a gift. Maybe
That's right.
I should go look into what this is really quick.
Is it comma or is it like?
No, Yumi Nikki.
Oh.
It's one name. It's like a name.
I've lost all interest.
You couldn't make
Gravel.
the three-way happen in Frisky Business. It makes me make it happen here.
Gravel for the Xbox One, February 26th. Moss for the PlayStation VR.
Oh, yeah.
February 27th. The Blob 2 for PS4 and Xbox One, February 27th. Immortal Redneck for the Xbox One, February 27th.
The Steve Austin story.
Payday 2 for the Nintendo Switch, February 27th.
I watched a video diary from the developers on that one about the Switch version specifically. They're saying like they're doing like local co-op. So if you have a Switch and I have a Switch,
Oh,
we'll
really?
play- yeah.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
that's cool. And they have
I mean, any game that has a co-op mode on Switch, I think, should have the option to do that.
and it's all
Yeah.
done in the game. So they're not like you don't need the Nintendo app or any of that garbage.
Oh, nice,
Like, it's all done
nice.
within the game.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
that's good.
But I guess it says it runs at 1080 on the TV, 720 on the Switch,
Yeah.
all 30 frames per second, which is whatever. But
Right,
still,
whatever. That's fine.
As long as it's steady.
yeah,
Right,
and-
exactly.
And they said that, I think they said something like 100 and something heists or like 70 something heists are on this thing. Like basically all of them they even have in the game are all in this one. So
Oh, that's impressive.
I just want to see if they said it runs fine, but well, now truth will be in the pudding when the
Right.
proof will be in the pudding when it comes out.
I'm going to have a hard time convincing myself to buy that game for a third time.
Yep.
Especially when after buying it the second time, I think I've started it up once.
Yeah, I think so as well.
And I was ranked so high in the first one after it came out.
Yeah, no, I know. It's tough to go back on that one. But it's a
the
good game. It's a really good game.
The only way, the only way I'd get that is if you guys decided to get it, so
I would
we
say,
could play together.
unless we had a day where
That's
it was like,
the
hey,
only way.
we're going to get together and sit around and play this.
Right, yeah.
And even though I'd say, come to my place, I'm going to play it on my TV.
Yeah,
Right. We're all in this.
Yeah, okay.
You guys play handheld, I'm going to play thanks.
Rift Star Raiders for the Xbox One, February 27th. Bravo Team for the PlayStation VR, March 6th. That's Supermassive's other VR game. Really interested to see how that's going to be. Kind of like supposed to be like Rainbow Six style. Final Fantasy 15, the Royal Edition for PS4, Xbox One, and PC, March 6th. Frantix for PS4, March 6th. And Scribblenauts Showdown for the Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One, March 6th.
Yeah.
And then don't forget to download for your PlayStation Plus games for PS4. Right now you can download Knack and Rhyme. And for PlayStation VR until March 6th, you can download Starblood Arena. For PS3, Splunker HD and Mugen Souls Z. And for the Vita, Exile's End and Grand Kingdom, which is also available on PS4. Oh, that Exile's End, by the way, I loaded it up for like 5 minutes and I deleted it.
I love the screenshots. I didn't even bother.
Yeah, oh, God. I was
pathetic.
There's so many, there's so many other better video games out there. Just start giving it to us for free.
They're running out. They're running out of games.
No, there's a ton of good ones that they've never given to us for free,
No.
that they could.
They need to just stop with the video games. Put their resources towards something else, whether it's VR or better PS4.
I'm going to make the same E3 prediction this year as I did last year. That it's going to drop off Vita and add on VR.
And then your February
It
game,
worked out so well for you last time.
It's got to hit someday.
your February games with gold games. So for Xbox One right now, you can currently download Shadow Warrior from February 1st to the 28th, Assassin's Creed Chronicles India from February 16th through March 15th, and it was China was the other one that they gave us for free. That was the really
China.
good one. China was the good one. The India one I believe is okay, and then the last one I think was Russia, and I think that one's supposed to be bad. So it's only a matter of time before they give us that
Russia
one
bad,
too.
yes.
If I've learned anything from my entire life now, I guess. Russia bad.
And then
I've learned anything from the Rocky movies. Russia bad.
And then for Xbox 360, which is also playable on your Xbox One, right now you can download Crazy Taxi until the end of the month.
Very nice. Extra.
It's time for the news. I put this news together at like 3:15 this morning, so
Can't
y'all
wait.
better fucking appreciate it.
Can't wait.
Thanks, Art.
Yeah, no problem. Little did I know what I would wake up to an hour earlier than I expected. All right, so first item, I have no comment on it. Bandai Namco has been confirmed to be working on Metroid Prime 4.
Confirmed?
Confirmed,
Oh.
I believe.
Oh, I think it was rumored. I don't think but they did not.
Confirmed by the Sticks podcast.
Confirmed, you heard it here first. If we're wrong,
Yeah. But I think it's one of those where like they didn't deny it.
No.
And then it was on someone's resume.
It was on someone's LinkedIn.
So that's where it. So it's like again,
Confirmed.
Yeah, that guy's resume is confirmed. Well, it's like the Metal Gear guy. That Metal Gear HD collection. Those developers came out and said, "No, we're not doing that."
Well, theirs was something like it came out. It was either listed somewhere on their page, or it was in a press release or something, and they came out and like, "No, it was a typo. It's not coming out on PS4."
Got it.
Which is disappointing. So I was really
Oh,
excited.
that'd be awesome.
As someone who's never played the first Metal Gear Solid, that's really disappointing.
God, you're missing out, man.
I've heard, and I'm not plugging my PlayStation 3 back in at this point to play.
You can play on the Vita.
Yeah.
You can.
The battery's dead in that. It's not getting charged. Sony sent out a survey to users asking if they'd be interested in a feature that allowed them to change their PSN names. Because apparently they can't read message boards or forums or comments or anything.
Or play online.
They don't know how Twitter works or anything. God.
None else be said there. That's next story.
That's still never going to happen. Like,
It's like, I don't know, man.
maybe in the 6.0, because I have the 5.5 beta update and it's not in there. So
No, it's not.
So maybe in the 6.0.
There was something in the 5.5 I saw that was like, oh, that's interesting. And then I just went out of my life.
A lot of the 5.5 stuff is like minor things.
It was
it's
that
not
5.5. They're starting to do the way the Xbox One does the super sampling. Even if you don't have a 4K TV, they're doing that now for 1080 games.
Yeah,
on the Pro.
On the Pro.
On the Pro, yeah. I'm curious to see how those are gonna, because it works really well on the Xbox.
How would you know? You have a 4K TV.
Well, I know. No, actually, no.
I dumb it down, and it looks awesome.
My buddy's
forced
got
the
the
system
X.
to use 1080.
Yeah, exactly. No, my buddy's got the X, and he was sending me screenshots of I forget what was it? Oh, Injustice 2.
Okay.
And because he still has a 1080p TV, and it was pretty. You saw the little bit of a difference. It was pretty nice.
That reminds me, I gotta go play the Ninja
Oh,
Turtles.
I know the Ninja Turtles is out. I know. I keep forgetting to pop that in. We'll do it this afternoon.
Spyro the Dragon trilogy remaster is reportedly in the works. IGN posted a story saying a Spyro trilogy remaster is reportedly coming to PS4 as a timed exclusive in Q3 2018. According to Kotaku UK, the remastered trilogy will include Spyro the Dragon, Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, and Spyro Year of the Dragon. The 3 games will reportedly feature all new assets, lighting, animations, and cinematics, a remastered soundtrack, and overhaul to the original save systems, and PS4 Pro support. Official announcement expected next month.
Sounds like Crash.
Yeah, it's going to be the Crash remaster. Yep, which is awesome.
Only like 50% is successful.
Yeah,
Spyro has a fan base, though.
But it does, and it's still going to sell, but it won't sell like how Crash did. Absolutely
No,
not.
absolutely
No,
not.
but
Spyro never sold as well as Crash did.
no, but I mean, like, I'll definitely be grabbing that. I mean, me and my brother used to play those all the time. So.
The Skylanders kids are gonna go back to Spyro because they kind of like how it started.
Yeah,
the other way around.
that's true. I wonder.
I think
don't know.
that's part of the hope behind it.
Yeah, because I don't know if they're going to react. It's because Spyro, the Skylander stuff is kind of different. Like
It's
the way
very
was.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I mean, then how those games work. 'Cause those games were basically take Crash but make it 3D.
Yeah.
Like actual worlds. Which that's going to be curious to see how well that looks because that it's actually going to be a lot more work I think than Crash because Crash was like that just that one view.
Yeah, or side to side. Yeah,
or the side scroll where it's a 3D world. So I'm curious to see what it's going to look like. I'm excited. Oh, I still got to pick up the Crash. I saw it was on sale this week. I was thinking about it.
I don't.
I want to play those.
I never
You want
liked
to play
Crash
that?
games.
Just play Uncharted 4.
It's true.
All right, Ubisoft is announced that they're focusing on additional content for Assassin's Creed Origin rather than developing a new title. In a earnings call, the CEO said that they're concentrating on Origins. They're going to launch a few more DLCs, and that's all they're going to say for now.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's fine with me.
Yeah,
I got to get back into that game. That game's great.
I don't think they should go back to making that a yearly franchise.
No. Yeah,
Clearly the time off helped them. Mm-hmm. So, put DLCs out for what you got now, and then, maybe a few years down the road, do a new one.
Yeah. No, I've heard so far like the stuff they've been releasing for Origins has been cool. It's been good. And then that Discovery mode's coming out later. I think actually the 27th.
They just said something about that.
Yeah,
I saw like an infographic.
Yeah, where it's like 75 tours you can take, and I think they're like 25 minutes or something. Cool. Like it's gonna be like I'm really curious to see how that's gonna be.
Yeah,
with the history and all that.
I'm just interested to see how they're gonna display that to you, like how they're gonna like get you to the different tours and how they're gonna be put together. I think that's it's like something new.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how they're gonna portray that to you, the player.
Right.
Just make sure you schedule a tour with the English-speaking guide.
Yeah. What's happening? I don't understand a word of this. Pyramids, I see.
We went to DC last year. We went to a tour of the Capitol, and the Capitol was like way over there, and we were way over here doing another tour, and we thought we had plenty of time. So we had to like haul ass to get all the way to the Capitol. So we're both sweating and dying after running. We get there, you gotta go through security. So you gotta take my belt off, and then I'm going through. So I'm walking
you
through.
You take off quickly, accidentally whip this guy.
Yeah.
So like, but I don't have time to like put it back on. So I'm like running through the nation's capital, belt around my neck, like holding on to my pants, running to get to our.
Trying to find the best place to hang yourself.
Yeah. So like, all right, we made it. All right, cool, and then I put it back on. That's story number one of that. Now, number two was they had like the headsets with like the microphones for like the tour guide because it's so noisy in there. Like your specific tour guide is speaking over frequency and your headset hears it. But I had like the headphones on and my Cubs hat and I totally looked like Bartman.
Did you wrongly get blamed and have your life ruined by dickheads?
No, I didn't get a championship ring either.
That's funny.
All right, next item. Turok has received a PEGI rating for Xbox One.
That's probably,
awesome.
That's probably going to happen.
I went and looked at the website last night, and the date it had on it was like February 1st, so I'm not sure that's a date that it received the rating or just a placeholder release date.
Well, I don't know.
Probably when it got
I don't
the
know.
ratings,
It's
I
all
guess.
European-y.
Yeah. But no, that's awesome. I mean, Turok was always fun. That was
Yeah.
always an interesting series back in the day.
It's been dormant for a while.
Yeah.
So I don't know if is it going to be a new one? Is it going to be remastered? Is it going to be?
Yeah, there's been no information like from the people working on it
Yeah.
what it's going to be. So
Yeah, that's interesting.
I'm curious to see. I mean, dinosaurs seem to be making a comeback, so why not?
You're the dinosaur.
if dinosaurs make a comeback, then we have bigger problems on our hands. Fucking robots, okay?
You know what I mean? Like, look at Jurassic World and everything.
Suddenly, we're all going to be asking Boston Dynamics for their help instead of fearing their backflipping robots that can open doors now.
Got out your rocket launchers.
Yeah, I saw
folks.
that. Then we got to work with the
I,
robots.
for one, welcome our robot overlords. And last news item, THQ Nordic buys Koch Media, Coke Media, I don't know how to fuck pronounce it, which includes Deep Silver, who publishes Saints Row, Dead Island, and will be publishing, or was scheduled to publish Shenmue 3.
It's interesting.
Buying back all their old
Yeah.
I was just saying, I'm not quite sure what this THQ Nordic thing is, because it's like, at first they bought a name, and
Right.
now they're buying other businesses, and I'm still not sure they put out any decent games.
I don't know, but it's full on identity theft. I think at this point.
Yeah.
So we should alert the authorities. I'll let them know.
Yeah, pretty much. But no, I can't remember. There's a couple things I saw that they came out with. I forget what the. And then they have that. Oh, they have that one that survival horror game that's coming out. Remember we saw it like preview again,
Dead
the
Island?
snow and stuff. No, what was that show that we saw it at? It was a recent show that they showed off a trailer for. I can't remember which show that was at.
It might have been Paris Games Week.
Yeah, I might have.
I know what you're
But
talking.
that
I know
was
what you're
GHQ
talking
Nordic,
about.
and
Yeah,
that looked
it was.
interesting. So, and then we have Darksiders 3
You're not
coming
talking about
out.
the World War Z game, are you?
No.
It was like a survival horror.
It was snow. So
Snow,
it was like,
yeah. I can't remember. It reminded me of Lost Planet, but
Yeah.
without the mechs.
yeah.
That's fun news.
That's it for the news. All right. So
Cool.
last time we got together, we talked about Illumination getting the rights to make a animated Mario movie. So today we are going to write that movie. So here's what I thought we would do today. I think here's what we should establish and consider it a success.
Okay.
Setting,
Yep.
characters,
Okay.
plot outline.
Okay.
I have the best story for this.
We'll get there.
Oh, God.
We'll get there. So all right. So setting. I'm thinking like, do we want to do it in like which version of Mario? Do we want to do it in like Super Mario Brothers? Do we want to do it like Mario 3, Mario 2, World, Odyssey? Where would we like the
Live action Super Mario Brothers
No.
movie.
No, but no.
With the animated characters.
That was kind of my thought. It's like you have Mario and Luigi, and like shit from the video games keeps popping up in their world. And they have to figure out how to deal with it. And like they're coming to the realization that they're in this world where fucking mushrooms and turtles are attacking them, and somehow there's a princess they have to go save. And how the fuck did a princess come into our lives when we're two plumbers? Or well.
10 out of 10.
A plumber and some guy who used to be a plumber, apparently.
No, they're both. Well,
No, Mario's not a plumber
Mario's not a
anymore.
plumber anymore. That's right. Yeah, he's been fired from the union.
Yeah. But no, setting wise, oh man, that's tough. I think you got to keep it like in a centralized area. Like,
Okay.
Like I don't think you could do Odyssey with like the multiple different worlds and stuff like that. I really don't see them doing something like. I'm thinking more like maybe something more like Super Mario 64.
Okay.
Where it's like the giant castle, and then like you use the paintings to get to like these different areas and stuff like that. Like they can somehow make that work. I think like where it's more of like because it is more of like even though there's different areas, it's a centralized location.
But I think I like the idea of going to different ones. At one point,
sure, yeah.
I would like him to go into a pipe and come out into like the 1990 movie, and just like duck back into the pipe right away.
What the fuck is this?
Let it be Koopa.
Yeah, just like you walk over and you see a Koopa over there and be like,
What the heck?
Pop out of a pipe and just go, Dennis Hopper? Just jump in another one and leave.
Oh no! Go back.
yes, love it.
I do like that.
So-
I'll take that.
Yeah, I think there should be like some kind of like centralized thing where then you go either through paintings or pipes and get to the different. I think it'd be more fun to go to the different worlds and see Mario in different aspects and like kind of like Odyssey is. All right, characters.
Mario,
Hey.
Luigi.
Luigi's not even in Odyssey right now. So Luigi.
Yeah, it's a crime. Superior Mario Brother is not in the game.
So do we want them both in there the whole time, or do you want just Mario in there?
Well, no, I think. I mean, obviously, majority is gonna be Mario, but then I think Luigi comes in at a certain point. I don't think not necessarily right away, but I think he'll come in at a certain point.
Wait, what's the title of the movie?
Ooh,
Is it Super Mario or Super Mario Brothers?
they just said a Mario Super
Yeah,
Mario.
they didn't title it.
They didn't title it.
So we'll add it to the list. We got to title this movie.
Yeah.
Let's figure out the plot first, and then the plot will
It'll
bring
make
us
the movie. Yeah, it'll
to
bring
the
us
title of
to
the movie.
But other characters, I mean, obviously, then we have Princess Peach,
Of course,
Bowser.
Do we want you want Bowser or do we want all of his kids too? I think the
Bowser Jr. would be fine.
Yeah.
I don't know about all the other ones.
Don't let me.
No. Let's like. Well, I'll give us Bowser Jr.
Okay.
because he's cool. But,
Okay.
But then
What about Wario and Waluigi?
I don't think so. Now here's
You're killing one of my best casting decisions.
no, only because Wario's my favorite Mario World character. I love Wario, but you know what would be perfect is you have the typical Bowser like right now because it's the main enemy as always. The after credits is
Wario
and Waluigi getting together, getting ready for that because you know they're gonna be a ton of these movies.
Yeah, they come at the end like
Because the original was so successful.
Yeah.
Well,
this is animated, so I think this is going to sell a lot. This is going to go a lot better.
I said last time, like I don't see a reality with this game.
Oh, wait, this is an animated movie?
Yes, I don't see a reality. Well, it's Illumination. That's what they do. Yes, they said it was an animated movie.
Yeah, this is animated.
I don't see a reality where that movie does not kill at the box office. I just
Absolutely.
don't. Maybe not like for long term.
Yeah.
But at least that first weekend, they're gonna make.
Depends what else is coming out that weekend.
I don't know.
Yeah, but they'll be smart about it too.
We thought the same thing about Odyssey and Wolfenstein and Assassin's Creed. Martin, all right there.
If it comes out up against whatever the fuck the next Avengers movie is.
Oh, they're not going to do that.
I don't think. I
They
would
won't
hope
do that.
that they would not
no.
be dumb.
Someone
enough
else
to
is
do
coming out that weekend. Is that just gonna be one movie?
that.
An animated movie's not gonna be done that soon, but
Right.
something of that ilk.
Right.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, I mean, I like your idea. I think at the end, like whenever Bowser is defeated, that Wario and Waluigi come in and find their time to grasp. they find their time to come in and like swoop in and show the next plot. I like that a lot. So we got the ending.
All right, so we're good. We got that.
We got the post-credit stuff.
Now, any other characters? Like, what about like Daisy? Do we want Daisy in there for this?
Is Luigi going to be in there? Because if Luigi's going to be in there, then I think Daisy needs.
I think Luigi will eventually be in there personally, but I don't know. But that means I don't know if Daisy would necessarily then be in it. Like if
Is Toad in there? Is Yoshi?
Toad
In there?
has to be
Toad's got to be in there. I don't know about Yoshi. I think
Will Yoshi fight back from getting punched in the back of the head all these years?
that'd be awesome. If they kind of made like a slight reference to that. Like that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Yoshi just kind of gives him a look.
Yoshi and Mario lock eyes, and Yoshi eats Mario and spits him out. As a show of power. Don't forget, I can eat you.
But I think Yoshi sells
I think Yoshi sells too.
for sure.
He's yeah. I mean, if he's good enough to have his own games,
Yeah.
I think he'll be in there.
But then I mean, then if you do put Yoshi in there, now I'm starting to feel like Luigi's definitely going to be in there if you're going to go
right,
the
right,
Yoshi
right.
route too, just because getting more characters in. And I think, I mean, you got to leave some for future movies. I think, that's why I think the Wario.
Someone's got to be the Casey Jones of this whole thing.
Yeah.
Man, it's like I don't know if it would be end up. I'm thinking more and more like I don't know if they would just like straight just do the story of Odyssey. Like the whole it's like the reason to go to the different worlds, power it up, keep going, come across these other people as they go.
That's the thing too, though. Like, is he going to collect stars and moons and stuff like that? Like how we do, like to progress, like in the movie. Like I don't know. It's like
It's a montage of stars.
Yeah.
I think that would have to be kind of like fun. Like at one
That's
point,
where you could get your glimpse of the 90s.
Yeah, right,
movie.
exactly.
Doing like a montage of that. That would be funny.
I don't know. So okay, so who was your? You said you had a character, a casting.
Well, in my mind, this is a whole live action thing. So
That's fine. This is all nonsense.
Well, we can have them use their voice.
The perfect Wario would have been Ron Jeremy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes. That would be hilarious. That's so true.
It's grotesque.
You know I'm right.
I know you're right. That's why it's so grotesque.
This is what you think of when you're collecting news items at 3:15 in the morning.
How
You
about
spent 5 hours doing homework.
well, then how about to replace him since they would probably not. What about like Danny DeVito?
Yeah, he is. That's,
I mean, yeah. He
Use
can
him
do,
as, like,
he can do
the-
that,
the
or he can be a
voice.
Bowser.
Yeah.
he can be anything. He can be Yoshi.
Oh.
All right, so, Princess gets stolen, right? I think you have to.
That's the story of every Mario
Right, I
game. Why
think-
stop now?
She's in another castle.
Well, okay, so like,
She's in
how,
a castle. She's getting pegged by Bowser on a flying boat. I don't know.
I forgot that when I was talking about games, we finished Super Mario World, and I realized how much like Mario games just love flying ships.
Oh, yeah.
A lot. Like
Yep.
Mario 3 had a ton of them. Mario World had
Yeah.
it. Odyssey had a ton of flying ships all over the place. Mario just loves flying ships.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Flying wooden ships. Named Diversity.
I don't think that's what we're talking about. But all right, so obviously Princess gets stolen. Are we in the Mushroom Kingdom? It's like that's like
Yes.
Mario's like home base,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're definitely in Mushroom Kingdom. Absolutely.
So is there like a raid on the Mushroom Kingdom, or is it
Yeah.
just like is she just like gone in the middle of the night?
No, I think Bowser comes.
So I'm assuming on a flying ship.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Yeah. On a flying ship. Yeah.
So Bowser comes on a flying ship, takes Princess. So you know who did it, right?
Oh, you're gonna know clearly who
Okay.
did it. Yeah. No, I think. Yep.
All right, and then are you using again? So are we using? So I'm assuming Toad is your guide,
Right.
right? Because he does that. A
Yep.
lot. So
Yep.
Toad's your guide to find out like that looked like he some kind of clue where like it looks like he had the ship from this world.
Or
How do I
something,
get to
right.
How do I get to that world? Are we using the paintings from 4? Are we using just like the ship? Are we using? I don't know. What do you think?
I think the paintings would be a really cool idea because then you're already at Mushroom Kingdom. You're in the castle.
You have infinite possibilities.
You have infinite possibilities there because then you can you can go to multiple worlds like
And-
if you want
and-
and that makes sense kind of thing.
Right,
you know?
and that I think that appeals to the 64 crowd of people who love Mario in
Yeah.
the past. I think that appeals to the current Mario crowd because that also shows up in the current Mario crowd.
Sure.
All right, so let's say he needs to go to different worlds to get basically tracking down Bowser. It may not necessarily pick up stars,
Right.
but he has to pick up something because that's what he does. You know what I mean? So what worlds do we want him to go to? Let's say the constant. Let's say 8 different worlds. So Mushroom Kingdom can be 1 because he's got to get the resources and figure out that.
Sure.
So that's 1.
Yep.
The last one's gonna be Bowser, right?
Bowser's Castle.
Bowser's
yep.
Castle.
Yep.
So we got to figure
Bowser's
out.
castle or Bowser's ship?
Well, he landed in the castle.
Yeah, he landed in the castle.
In what game?
Well, you fight him. He's-
Mario 3 on a giant fucking ship in the air.
Right, but in World he is in World you're on a castle top and he's in the little floating smiley face.
Right.
In World, not World, in 64 you're just fighting like a platform. You gotta go up all those stairs.
Right.
To go through that painting to go on a platform.
Yep.
Right. I don't remember how Sunshine finished.
I don't think I ever beat Sunshine.
I don't remember. I definitely did. I don't remember how it finished. I don't know how Galaxy finished. I never played either one of them.
Yeah, I played. I never again finished them, but I did play them. But yeah, no, I don't. Let's say Bowser's Castle.
Okay. Well, is it that or the moon, like Odyssey is?
Yeah.
So let's go with Bowser's Cat. So that's
Ari's loving
number
this.
1 and number 8. So we need 2 through 7 here.
Okay.
So
It would be cool if they picked different worlds from like all like the different games too.
I think you should do the snow world with the penguin.
Yeah.
From 64,
Okay.
and like I think the penguin should
That'd
get
be
some
cool.
like as like a fan service thing. The penguin gets some kind of level of revenge for you kicking her babies off the side of the world. It's like you again, and he just kicks her off, and then he comes back.
Obviously, I want to be biased here with my my Egypt loving hearts. But Super Mario Land from the Game Boy, bring back that Egypt. The very first world was the Egypt world.
Yeah,
bring
that'd
that.
be good. A sand level is usually like a constant anyway.
Yep. That would be cool. There's gonna have to be an underwater level.
Giant world.
Giant world, which from 3.
yeah.
I used to warp to that world because I like that world a lot. I think that would be fun as well.
That'd be cool.
Well, plus I'm pretty sure that was World 4. So you warped to 4 and then you warped from there to 8, I think.
I think so too. All right, so we got ice, sand, giant. So we need 3 more?
Yeah, underwater. There has to be an underwater section.
Yeah.
You throw New Donk City in there?
I was gonna say New Donk City. As
Yeah.
well. I think that's like the most like marquee thing of the new game.
Yeah.
So I think
Right, that was the most abnormal thing.
And I thought New Donk City could have the aspect of having the old one, because like most like New York, so like that was
Right.
kind of where, I mean, they said the Mushroom Kingdom, but that was fucking New York City.
Have animated Mario and Luigi run a new live Mario and Luigi.
That'd be great.
Yeah. That would be hilarious.
John Leguizamo and the CGI.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he died, didn't he?
Yeah.
Damn. Never mind. I'm sure John Leguizamo isn't doing anything else right now.
Probably not.
I think maybe not Asian as Luigi, but as him in there as like a cameo, I think would be really fun.
Yeah. So that's 6.
Have him and Dennis Hopper in a fist fight on the street, and then Mario and Luigi walk past him.
So we just need one more then?
Is
Right?
Dennis Hopper still alive?
That's Hopper's dead too.
Yeah, he's gone.
Have him and Dennis Hopper's corpse in a fist fight.
And then
What's another classic one?
One of the well, there's a couple I can think of. One of the ones with like the pulley platforms.
Oh, like
Where it's kind of jump from one to the other and then raise and lower.
Mm-hmm.
Or one of the ones that has the fucking cloud throwing shit at you. The Kitu.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We can have like a sky world, and like the platforming would be from there, and he would have to like make those jumps.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Skyworld, because then they'll add that to a little add in the airships.
Yeah, you get to the airship, and then from there you go to Bowser's
Yep.
Castle. That'd be
Yep.
number 7. Done.
That movie's done.
Boom.
Let's go home.
It'd be great if they actually did it this way, but it's
There's
gonna
no
be some.
way.
There's gonna be. It's gonna be an hour and 15 minutes long. It's gonna be just a base story in the Mushroom Kingdom, nowhere else. It's just gonna be there. That's what it's actually gonna be.
And then at the end of the movie, it cuts to a live scene where Miyamoto wakes up and it was all a fever dream and he starts writing shit down.
Yep.
And they announce the next Mario
love
game
it.
for the Switch.
I love it. That's perfect.
Oh, that's funny.
But Miyamoto is being a producer, I think, in this one. So what the hell? He can do it. I guess he can do whatever the hell he wants.
Well, no, but I like that.
Is he gonna do the Stan Lee thing and make a cameo in every movie he produces?
I
That'd
would.
be awesome. That'd be great.
When is he gonna be an announcer at a strip club? That's all I know.
But I like the idea of a Mario movie like that, where it goes through worlds 1 through 8. Like I think that'd be really
Even
neat.
even some of the stuff's like subtle, like you said, they have like a middle montage area because that could be like really long. Where,
Yeah.
wherever like the the MacGuffin of this movie is, like wherever he's getting all the different worlds, like just have like even like a snippets of these different things being like when you're in the giant world and he comes across like a ginormous turtle and then he goes to the next. And you know what I mean? Like I think they can even do it quicker, where it's not like they're there for like long periods of time. But I don't know. I would like. I guess my hope for the movie is that he does go to different worlds, like you said.
Yeah.
I think that just because there's so much fan service things, so many like fun little like inside jokes they could do. There's so many just goofiness that they can do in that game.
What if their plan is to do 8 movies and everyone's gonna be a different world?
Oh my god, that's a lot of movies. That's a lot of movies.
Listen, you don't need theatrical distribution on these. There's Netflix. There's, not pay-per-view, but whatever. Buy a movie on your TV. Where the fuck you call it
On
these
demand.
days. There you go.
I don't know. Well, I mean, the movie's so far off. I'm
it's gonna be
curious.
2019 at the earliest.
Yeah, I'm so curious
Yeah.
on what it's gonna look like, what they're gonna do, how they're gonna treat Mario, how they're gonna treat Luigi, and like
they got the right studio doing the
so,
animation
too.
at least. So I mean, we'll see.
I think so too.
I'm sure they'll neglect Luigi as always.
I would make that like the running joke throughout the whole movie. You know what I mean? Like really
Yeah.
put that like in the forefront of like Luigi like constantly being like in the background, or like his face is being cut off in frame, or you know what I mean? Just like
You think there's gonna be
constantly over like he's like ready to talk and someone constantly talking over him, right?
do you think there's gonna be a part where they're gonna have to he's gonna have to race to get something?
Give the stare.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G.
Snoop Dogg.
You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E.
Yeah. You know who's back up in this motherfucker.
And then Luigi gets the death stare. That would be awesome.
That would be really good. That would be really, really good.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the possibilities are. I mean, there's been a bajillion Mario games. You can start playing tennis or golf at any point too, and it would make perfect
Right.
sense. So I think it's at least
That's when you can bring in a Koopa Kid to beat the caddy or something.
You know what video game nerds love? Sports.
they love references to stuff that they understand that no one else gets. That's what they do.
Who doesn't love that?
Exactly. All right. It was an idea I thought might be fun.
For the record, using Fever Dream instead of my earlier thoughts was being much nicer in that idea I came up with. My original thought was he wakes up with a heroin needle in his arm and starts writing.
I actually do
More
like that-
mushrooms,
I
more
actually-
mushrooms.
I actually do like that idea where it's just like at the end of the credits, he like wakes up because that's how Mario 2 ended too, right? Or Mario 2 was all a dream, so he like
Right.
wakes up and he like goes up to a desk and makes like the first like either sketch or like the first like the very like the 1-1 where it's just like the classic pyramid of like,
yeah.
you know, it makes the first like screen of the game.
Yeah.
I thought that would be actually be very cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Very good.
Moving on.
Now it's time for my gift to you. It was
I gave
Art's
Steak
gift
a
to
gift.
Steak. This is a section of the show where one of us gives someone else a game to play that they never played before, most likely, and kind of give their first like impressions, thoughts, and review of the game. So my gift to you was Art to Steak, and I completely forgot what the game was.
Basement.
Basement. How was Basement?
It's gonna be very short.
It's probably not a breakout video for this one.
No, probably not.
We still
Sorry.
do. No, every time we
Every
do
time
it.
we'll do
Good,
it, yeah.
bad, and different.
Yeah. So, well, here's the reason why though is because this type of game, I am horrible at these type of games. So basically, it's your type of game, kind of like like if you've
We're gonna
played.
start retitling this handoff. Art gives Steak games he's terrible
He's
at.
terrible. I know. It seems to be the trend lately. Not your fault. But basically, like, so it's if you ever played like Fallout Shelter, any type of like mobile game like that where like you have to kind of like you're spending money or to like build out things.
Like
resource management?
yeah,
Resource, like a resource. Yeah, thank you. That's just like a resource type game. So, but then also too. So basically, the story though is you're making drugs.
Oh.
So you're making drugs. You're making packages of drugs, the green kind, and then all of a sudden, and then like that's like the early levels, and then you go through the process of like hiring someone to help you, and then like
Post an ad on Craigslist or
yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah,
I'm looking
and
for
then-
Mr. H-E-R-O.
and he.
You asked me for heroin?
So then you hire that person, and then they start working, and they're like, hey, having the growth room downstairs and having to bring up the when I'm done is annoying. Can you switch the room? Can you bring this upstairs? So you destroy a room, then you make a growth room upstairs, you destroy that, and you add a generator down there, and you have to have a generator in there because that's what gives the power to the house.
Okay.
So then in order to grow,
You gotta
and
stay off the grid.
all that kind of stuff.
I got you.
Yeah. So and then that was like the first level. Level 2. Now there is an abandoned warehouse next to you. So you're still doing what you're doing, and then they're like, hey, word on the street is like there's like this brown drug that everyone wants. Like we gotta go get this brown drug. And then you send your buddy to go to that other area, and there's two people there. One upstairs, one downstairs, making the brown drug, and you go in there and he just starts beating the shit out of them, and, like in blood and stuff, and like it's like little 8-bit type characters, So it's like it's funny. It is funny. But then you go downstairs and then he beats up that person, and he brings back the brown package. Like, oh hey, let's sell this. You sell it to a guy, and he dies. He freaks out and dies. Like it was like poison basically. And it's like, shit, the cops are gonna come. Like, what are we gonna do? And the popo shows up and all this other stuff. And then level 3 is now you have a little bit more area, and now there's 2 things.
Gotta
So now
expand.
this is when it gets into exactly like it gets more into like, okay, you learn the basics, now go kind of thing. Like you basically obviously like there's still a little bit of story here and there, but it's basically you want to overtake theirs to bring it back and hire people and get more become more of a kingpin basically. And I just kept dying there at that point because I was going to the other houses, and they had like 3 people in there, and I'd walk in, and then they all come over and just beat the crap out of whoever I send over and stuff. And then you have to, because like the minute someone dies, you fail the level, you gotta restart. But it's just constantly like the resource thing where you dig underground to build more rooms, and then you add generators and growths, and you're still selling while this is. So you always have to have someone at the house like selling while you're doing this, because that's how you make your money to do other things. Then, but if you like the resource type games, I think it's interesting. I mean, it's kind of neat. Like if it,
any other games do that.
yeah.
I can't think of another game that would fit the same criteria. Of being like become El Chapo of the South Side. So,
Drug wars on your graphing calculator.
Oh yeah, I remember
right.
that.
So you got
That
if you
was
have a
fun.
TI-83,
Yeah.
play that.
Yeah.
Find the kid at your school that knows how to get that shit on there.
There's always one kid that knows and has them all.
Oh my god!
And knows how not
forgot
to wipe
about
it
Drug
for
Wars.
your tests.
Yeah, right.
Or how to get it right back on. But if you like these type of games, I can see this being really interesting for people. Because like the story itself, I was like, oh, this is kind of neat being like, you gotta set up growth rooms and you gotta do it in a good way to where you can quickly create packages so you can keep selling and get more money and stuff like that. It's just that these type of games, I'm just not good at them. Like I can't manage them very well. Like Fallout Shelter, like I played that for a little while and I stopped after like 2-3 days because I couldn't keep up anymore. Like with everything going on, managing all the people, and I can't do that. I'm not good at that. I don't have the patience for it. Which is also why I'm not like a Civ 6 kind of person or anything like that. Like that game is awesome. Like I wish I could be like that, like those type of games, but I can't do it.
Your brain's just not constructed
My brain,
that way?
no, it's not. Same with like tactical games, and that's basically kind of what it is. It's like a tactical type game, but like yeah. Gotcha. So, but again, if you do like these type of games, I can see this being really cool and interesting. I say check it out for sure. The story itself with being the drug dealers, and I like the 8-bit look of it too. Was kind of really cool too.
Yeah. Cool.
You're a manager at work, are you?
Yeah.
I want to rethink that choice.
It's like that's different.
It was a joke.
Actually, no. Technically, I'm not a manager anymore.
Did you get fired?
No, just the other. Now I'm doing something else. Where it's like I'm on my own kind of thing now. I'm not managing people.
Doesn't
anymore.
play well with others, got it.
No.
Same boat. I was actually having a conversation with my manager at work of which one of us has had more complaints against us for being mean to people. He's got me beat, but I'm pretty sure it's only because he's been there twice as long as I have.
Oh, there you go.
He's been there like 15 years. I've been there almost 7. I'm like, how many? You've had like more than 2 of those complaints against you, right? And he's like, yeah, not many more. I'm like, I've had 2. I don't feel bad about either of them.
Awesome.
Which is funny because he's the manager had one of those conversations with me about so and so. You know, you did this and they didn't like it too much. I'm like, I don't care. They should have done their fucking job. they feel you question their work ethic. I did. That's the point of it.
In that game, can you question their work ethic?
I wonder if they're not working hard enough. You can go over and beat them up. Yeah. That'd be awesome. Hey, get to back to work.
I don't like that to happen in the real world. But yeah, it's one of those games. Like after hearing your description more, I think I'm gonna stick with my thought of waiting till it's on sale to check it out.
Yeah. No, and
I'm still interested. Like you didn't say anything that like maybe like no.
no, see, it's nothing mind blowing or anything like that, but it's neat. I mean, like if they were to put something like that, like maybe like on the Switch or something, like I could see that being like, because I mean, like I know a couple people on my Switch friends list. Every time they're online, they're playing Stardew Valley. Like you know, like I know how addicting that's supposed to be and everything like that. But like this type of game, I can see this kind of being like that too, like on something like on like a handheld where you're just sitting chilling watching TV. You know, just doing whatever. So,
Nice.
Well, I'm wondering because the way you describe it, it's like every level you just kind of expand a little bit more.
Yeah.
With Stardew Valley, there is sort of an end game. I mean, you can play past that and keep doing stuff, but there is definitely like an end point that you're working towards, and then you have the option to go on. Which the way you're describing this game, I'm not sure if there is an end point or if you just keep expanding.
I think there is an end because like there's levels in this game, so I'm pretty sure there is an end point. It is still an alpha, by the way, too. So it is still early release for this game. Because like when I downloaded it, it's like version 0.5.6 or something.
Oh wow, that's still pretty early.
I believe, yeah. So it is still like an earlier version of the game. So it might go more into that, but I think there was like, God, how many levels were there? I can't remember. There was like either 8 or 10 levels, I believe.
That's a lot.
But like the first couple took me probably like. First level took me like 10 minutes. Second level took me like 15 minutes, and then like the third level was like the big one, where I feel like that probably would have taken me longer, just because you got 2 abandoned houses where other people are, and that probably would have taken longer.
Gotcha. Cool.
So, yep.
All right, now time you pass one to me.
Yes.
What do you got for me?
So what I'm gonna get for you is I actually have you play the Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition on your phone.
Okay.
So download the first chapter.
Okay.
Or download the whole game because it's just a single game, and then you get the first
It's
chapter.
all in
It's
the
all
game.
included
Okay.
in there. If you like it enough, then let me know, and I'll send you the $20 to get the rest. So, yeah.
All right.
Let me know. But at least play that first chapter. Get it because like honestly, that first chapter, nothing in terms of gameplay really changes
throughout the whole game.
Throughout the whole game. It's just more of that.
I gotcha.
Then, obviously more story. And there are a little bit different parts. But everything you do in Chapter 1 is pretty much what you're going to be doing throughout the game. So you'll know right away if you're going to be interested in more, or if the story's grabbing you or not and stuff. So so start play Chapter 1, and then just let me know.
I will do that.
Cool.
I was interested in the game because I saw a bunch of you posted some stuff up on, I think it was Facebook or Twitter, wherever it was.
Yeah, it was
and
Facebook,
I saw some of the stuff. So good. I'm excited about that one. Art,
Yo.
where can people find us online?
People can find us on Facebook, iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play by searching The Sticks Podcast. You can find us on Twitter at Sticks Podcast. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/SticksGamingVids. You can find us on Twitch at twitch.tv/The Sticks Podcast. I think that's it. You think I have this memorized by now? And just be winging it every time?
Well, we're at episode 50 the next time, so
But we're expecting like a lot more fluid for 50. The big 5-0 episode.
Things will be as off the rails as ever.
That's how we do things here.
Flying by the seat of our pants.
It's how we roll.
Hanging blankets up the block.
Yeah,
that's right. You didn't know. You didn't know unless he said something.
Yeah.
Just looks like
Yeah.
doesn't look like a bad design on the video there.
No, it's fine. That's good.
It looks fine.
Yeah, it's great. I can tell.
It's fine.
I can tell on the little screen from like 5 feet away. Like,
Yeah,
great.
exactly.
My vision's that good.
Steak final words.
This might have been one of the shortest podcasts we've ever had.
Well, they had an XL one last week.
I was
so-
saying, yeah, the last one was like 2 hours. So
Awesome. Well, hopefully Tough Steak episode 2 went better. When this,
we'll have gone better.
We'll have
We'll have
gone
gone
better
better.
than episode 1 did. So, but please let us know what you're thinking of our videos. I'm trying to add more to them and try to make them a little bit more reason to watch them instead of just us sitting here.
Oh, hang on. So, in our spoiler cast we did the last time, we left out a very crucial part of the story. So, in the second playthrough, when Yuri's going...
Wait, whoa. Spoilers.
Yes. If you
Yeah.
haven't
Doki
played
Literature
Doki Doki Literature Club,
You can
shut
end
it
the
off
episode-
now.
You can end the episode now.
Shut it off now. Don't watch the spoiler cast till you play it. I'm giving you 5 seconds to leave. Get the fuck out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So in the second playthrough, when Yuri's going absolutely bonkers over you and losing her goddamn mind,
Yeah.
there's a part where she steals a pen from your backpack, essentially. And she comes around later and tells you that she went home and like diddled herself with the pen.
Because it was yours.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah, I totally forgot
how the
about
fuck did we not mention that?
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, that was that, and watching I watched the spoiler cast back, and when the part where we sit there and go, all right, what girl did you pick? And we all said Yuri. Steak popped Yuri over all of our faces. I lost it at work.
That was an excellent job, by the way. Very, very good. Yes. So go check that out. Thanks.
Yeah, that spoiler case got some really good editing.
Yeah, that was...
It just all came to me. I was like, oh, this is going to be great.
All right, well, go check that out, and thanks for joining us this time, Stickheads. See you next time.